Hey, Black Barn Social Club, God bless America. Talking boots, I feel like it's been a minute. It hasn't been. My wife reminds me all the time, it has not been a minute since I've gotten the last pair of boots. But and you guys, if you've seen that last video, since I'm taking a break from Instagram and I'm spending more time on YouTube, it just feels like I'm not posting daily. So that's feeling like a minute. So I'm a little rusty. But I got these boots and I wanted to talk about them, and I'm excited about them, and I'm most excited about them because of the smoking deal that I got on them. These are the Viberg Service Boot 1035. Now you guys know I've got three other pair of Vibergs. I've got two 310s, and then I've got this pair of 2040s right here. And these are the woolly 2040s. So I brought these out for comparison, but these are the ones that I just got. Smoking deal. This is another eBay find. These are the classic gray oiled. I think it's Culatta. Is that what they call it? It's a CF Stead leather, super slick. Viberg. We're not even gonna approach the topic of being overpriced or whatnot, because again, I know that we're all so tired of hearing and talking about that. But you guys know I'm a secondhand shopper first. I'm always looking at eBay. I'm always looking at the different websites. And when I sold that pair of Nicks, the Thurman NWs, I was looking for something. And I'm starting to narrow down and just find my style. And like I told you guys, I didn't need another Pacific Northwest, tank-like boot. These boots work for me. These boots work for me in the office. These boots work for me, in the time to time that I get to the field. They are, it is a service boot. It's a hulky, well-built boot. But what I love most about Viberg is it's the finesse of it, the tight stitching. It is so obvious in how they're made that they're a quality. They're just one step above. And here's what I compare it to. And I was trying to think of a way that I could explain what I feel about these boots. You guys know when you go to Tractor Supply or Lowe's or Home Depot and you buy those leather work gloves. And then you leave there and you go to a department store and you find some Italian driving gloves. They're both a glove. They both do a function. But one of them's just made and fitted and feel better. And you can tell that it was the time was taken to make it better. And that's the way I feel about Viberg. I don't think that they're worth their sticker price, but $350. Guys, $350. This boot new is $1,040, and I found it on eBay for $350. Now, I could show you certainly how, the shape of it and the shape of both of them. They are not beat up. They are well taken care of. That gray oiled Culatta it's kind of, it's almost got a green hue to it, but not much. It really does have that dark brown gray, and I really like it. I like the gray cast to it. Again, stitch down, 270 degree stitch down. Everything about it, one piece heel stay, 7 eyelets in gunmetal gray. I'm trying to get a little closer to the camera so I can show you guys. But look at the Brogue cap toe. Can you see that? Look at the. You can see that on the John Lofgrens. That's one of the things on the combat boots for John Lofgren that really excited me, was that detail of that Brogue cap toe. So to find it on this Viberg, I was one step happier. I was even more excited because again, I like the deal. I think finding a deal on a boot like that is just as exciting as the boot itself. So let's talk about it for a quick second. It's a 1035 last, which if I'm not mistaken, and I'm reading my notes, so I shouldn't be mistaken because I Google all this, but the 1035 last is a little bit wider and more generous than the 2030. Now, I didn't have a 2030 to compare it to. The only thing I had was this 2040. But they claim it's got a wider forefoot, which is obviously your toe box here. So they claim this is a little bit wider, and it's better for a higher instep, which is right through here. And if you can remember those 56 lasted Trumans, that was one of my big problems, is I've got a high instep. So again, you can kind of see that there is room. It is generous through here. I can see it, and I definitely feel it. And again, I don't notice it being as wide in the foot as, like for instance, I wore my Grant Stone brass boots today. They were, even the 11s were mammoth sized. This is a 10.5 E Canadian, so it's 11.5. Fits me so much better and so much snugger than that. Certainly that brass boot probably feels about the same on my foot as the 56 Trumans, as far as how it hugs me around the waist. But at the same time, I'm not going to lie, it's a better fit, it's a better feel, softer leather. It just feels more tailored, if that makes any sense. This one has the all eyelet construction, so no speed hooks or anything like that. And I've noticed that I think all my Vibergs are like that. So I don't know, maybe that's their thing. I haven't seen any with speed hooks, so somebody correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, it just makes it more of a classic look. A cool thing that I saw in this, and I actually saw it when I was looking at this boot. Can you tell that the time they spend to finish this boot, they actually chamfer? They actually round off the edge of the day-night sole all the way around this one. And so I was looking at that, and I saw as they were polishing the sides and doing their work on the sole, they round that off. And so I thought, okay, somebody just got into it. But then I went and looked at the other 310s, and both of them are done the exact same way. So it just kind of goes to show a little bit extra that Viberg does go to finish their boots in a nicer way. So it just takes a minute, but it rounds that sole off. Day-night sole, Brogue toe cap. There's not much else to talk about when it comes to this boot. I mean, again, they call it more generous. It's a little bit lower profile than, like, for example, let me see if I can't hold one up and compare. This is the 2040, and you can see it's got more of a bulbous toe. And but other than that, other than the height on this boot in the toe box, they almost look identical in a side by side. Let me see if I can't show you a top down look. They almost look identical. I mean, as far as the shape of everything, and I'm looking at it from back here too. I can see it from back here more. Let me turn this around. I can see the shape difference a little bit more, but as far as the rounded toe and whatnot, again, it looks the same. It's just this has got more of a bulbous toe. So if you were trying to compare between the two, I did put them both on earlier, and they fit identical. So the way this one, I had noticed on some of the stuff I was reading that some people talk about heel slip in this boot. And I don't know if that's because it's a little bit wider in the heel, in the cup. But even then, I mean, I think you put the right pair of socks on, that goes away. There was nothing obnoxious about it. And they did. I mean, they fit, again, like they were tailored to my feet. So 10.5 E works perfect in this 1035 last for me. And that is a full, obviously that's a 10.5 Canadian, which is roughly 11.5 American. Let me think. Unlined boot. You can get the Vibergs in line, or kip lined or unlined, but it's just I keep going back and saying, I just wouldn't spend their asking price on the boot. I really wouldn't. But as I look at them more and as I appreciate them more, I'm going to quit knocking them for their asking price because quite frankly, I mean, it's their business. They can do what they want to do. And as long as people are paying that and then turning around and selling them on eBay for $350, I'm going to keep buying them until my wife divorces me. This is a stunning boot. I love the color. I love the stitching and the quality and the attention to detail. Again, the additional chamfering, the Brogue cap toe. I mean, that's a lot going on in this boot. And one that, you know, people get online and talk about how they'll do 10,000 steps or 10 miles in one of these. I mean, they treat it like a boot. Now, this will probably only see, you know, I guess, you know, at the price that I've got in it, I wouldn't be afraid to wear it and necessarily mistreat it, but I don't know why you would. If it's well built, it'll just take the normal work and abuse that I would normally put on a pair of boots, and I think it'll take them well. The oiled leather, one of the things that I kept reading about it was how it increases the water resistance, obviously, but it's just got that look. And I want to see if I can't show you the pull up on it. It does have a pretty nice amount of pull up. Can you see that? So yeah. I mean, I'm a pretty big fan. This is my first gray boot. I wasn't sure if I'd like it, but it is that gray brown. Yeah, and like I said, you know, I'll take it. I'll see if I can't make some clips here in a little bit, some shorts of me wearing these and get those worked in, not into this video, but worked into some shorts and help do this. So you guys. Feel free to leave a comment. Tell me if you think I got my money's worth on this Viberg 1035 for $350. You guys be blessed. Talk soon.